Dave, what's going on? Of course, here you have three of my black powders. Always forget the name of this Thompson Center. I think it's a White Mountain or something like that. That's actually it's actually my favorite black powder rifle right now. This is a traditional Thompson Center Renegade, 54 caliber, a 6 digit, so it's a newer one. Um, I've taken animals with this, and this is a Thompson Center Renegade that you saw in that picture. Now, if you notice, this real big piece of metal is the Thompson Center base, okay? And here you have the base again. It's the 9930. You can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it very good, but it's called a 9930. And I forget the number of the Weaver base. Now, Thompson Center makes a detachable base for this. I didn't like it. So I got the Weaver base that goes on there. I think they call them Picatinis now, but they're Weaver. I think it's the 43. I'm not sure, but if you look up Weaver base for 9930, it'll come up. And then, of course, I went and did some overkill and put some Vortex rings on them because I wanted it to stay there. Now, I made a mistake and I got this Thompson Center Gorilla Scope. It's okay, but I suspect that it moves sometimes. Now, this is a 5 digit. That's a puppy that we have there. We have what you want to do is that you want to find a 5 digit. Thompson Centers are usually the ones that have it. All right, can you pause it? Okay, forgot where we were at, so we have a crying puppy there. The way that this attaches is you take the front side off, and it's got 2 screws there, right? And then in the back, it has an indiscreet little tap screw, okay? Where you're going to see this tap screw on these guns is right here. It'll be like right there in the middle. A lot of people think it's, what do you call it? You know, a relief screw or something. No, it's just an indiscreet 4-turn tap screw. And that's how you can tell that the ones that come drilled and tapped from the factory. Okay, they didn't make a lot of them, but I've noticed that the ones that are tapped usually are 5 digit on the serial number. This is a 6 digit serial number, which is a relatively newer gun, one of the last ones they made before they quit making. Now on this White Mountain or White River or whatever you call it, I forget what it's called. I bought it on Gunbroker with the base. With a scope attached to it. I'm sorry, I'm a loss of words. And obviously, they hadn't cleaned it a lot. Now, this is the 9940 base, or for that one, because it's got a round contour on the barrel. And on this one, I went ahead and I just put some trusty Weaver rings on it, and it holds good. Also on this one, I tried something. I bought this adapter on eBay. It's the 209 primer adapter. You gotta get it, man. I mean, I loaded this gun 4 months ago. I know you're gonna think this is irresponsible, but I hate to load them and go to the farm and then have to unload them, which is very wasteful, I think. So I loaded it, and it was loaded for 4 months. And 2 weeks ago, a doe came out. I put a primer in there, and I shot it. Now, of course, when I load it and I'm not hunting, I just take the little cap head off. I don't know if you know how this works. It's like a 2-piece operation. Here, you take this off, and your primer, your 209 primer goes in there. I've never had a misfire with these things. I have had misfires with the black powder. The only problem is my hands are not as nimble as they used to be, so sometimes it's a little tedious to put back on. But again, the other thing is the scopes are offset a little bit, right? It doesn't really seem to bother me at all. It's more offset on this one than it is on the Renegade. And if by chance you put a scope that does hit, I've heard a rumor that you call Thompson Center and they'll send you an offset hammer for free. I've never tried it, but no, they say this one is a little closer, you can see there, but it doesn't hit, and you can see that it's somewhat offset. This is all of these guns have taken game. I agree with you. I like the traditional black powder rifles. I don't like the inline. But I'm 53 and my eyes sometimes betray me. So it's a combination. A lot of purists don't like the way they look. I think they look kind of cool, kind of like a steampunk kind of look, renegade with a modern scope. I am getting rid of this scope and putting another one on. I kind of lost faith in it. I'll probably put on a 22 or something. Uh, but anyway, remember, you look for them. They have an indiscreet little screw right there. The best place to get the bases on eBay. That's where I found them all. And just go Thompson Center bases. Don't get any of those, what do they call them? See-through ones. I think they're trash. And Gunbroker. Those are the places that I've found most. I hope this helps, Dave, and take care.